Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodle 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 doo. Subscribe if you're interested. And also, happy Mother's Day. Today's Mother's Day. So what we did was we went to this like public park sort of thing that used to be the property of this multimillionaire back in the day, super old money, mansion, grounds, ponds, koi, architecture, gardens, lots of gardens and stuff like that, and just walked around, enjoyed the flowers. They're all in bloom. It's not all in bloom, but most of them are. Like the peonies are always a big hit for that place. But it was a lot of fun. It was very busy, busiest I've ever been, busiest I've ever seen it. But you know, Mother's Day, it's a hot place to go to look at flowers. So that's what we did. It was really fun. Hope you had a good Mother's Day. And yeah, today we're doing a random ranking though. That's what we're doing today. So let's go to my movie collection behind me and pick out 3 movies at random and then rank those movies based on whatever criteria we come up with. I'll rank them here in the video, but if you'd like to rank them in the comments below, please feel free to do so. I'm seeing I got a little sun today, a little red here, a little rosy. But let's get to picking some movies. You know, I've said this before, and we've done this before. I'm going to do it again, but this section up here is when I was like sort of reorganizing, I found that I put a lot of movies that I've never ranked before in this section. So I'm going to pick 3 movies that are next to each other, but don't worry, they're still random because my collection is not in alphabetical order. It used to be, like, I don't know, 4 years ago, but not anymore. It's everywhere. So let's see what we got. Okay, and what? This doesn't, I feel like I'm ranking this one all the time. You know what? I'm going to get rid of Daybreakers because, again, I feel like I'm always ranking that movie. So I'm just going to grab something from down here, see what we get to add to this. Alright, I haven't even seen this. This is the BBC Jane Eyre with James Bond. What was it? What's his name? Timothy Dalton. I haven't seen that one. So that's not even supposed to be back here. I moved all my haven't seens over there. So, okay. Oh, I'm knocking stuff over, I feel like. Here we go. Let's do this one instead. Okay, now we are talking. And you know what? I'll show it later. Okay. So, what we have here is What Women Want. Did I see this on a date? I feel like I saw this on a date. How would I have gone on a date? What year? Oh, 2000? Okay, was I driving? I don't know, but okay. So, yeah, there was this girl whose, like, parents were divorced. Her dad lived near me. Her mom lived, like, in Alabama. And in the summers, she would visit her dad. And went to the same church that her dad did. And I thought she was really cute, so I was always like, hey, let's go see a movie. Hey, let's go to the mall. Want to go to the mall sometime? Surf Ninjas. And I remember we saw Minority Report. That was one of the movies we saw. And then I'm pretty sure we saw What Women Want also. I think that was another film that we saw together. Mel Gibson, Helen Hunt. This one, I liked at the time. I guess I still like it today, but it feels like extra corny. A lot of it. I don't know. I still have fun with it, but it's just extra silly. Is this Nancy Meyers? Who did this? Or maybe it is okay. A film by Nancy Meyers. Love Nancy Meyers. You may know her from such things as The Parent Trap, and Something's Gotta Give. Is that what it's called? Something's Gotta Give? You know, with Keanu Reeves. That title's not sounding right. Also had some involvement with the Father of the Bride films, you know. But this is one of her movies as well. But yeah, that was a early date for me because I was pretty young. I might have been 99. I might have like just turned 16. Or I was 15. How would we have gotten there? parents drop us off? Maybe? Who knows? Next we have Big Trouble in Little China. This is one that it's like I like, but I feel like I don't like it as much as everybody else likes it. But I haven't seen it as much as other people. Like, I have a friend, this is his favorite movie of all time. Maybe this is your favorite movie of all time. But it's one that I feel like I need to watch more, because I know the first time I watched it, it didn't like click for me. I didn't get it. It was more of a I didn't get it, because I didn't have an understanding of the tone Carpenter was shooting for. And I think I needed to take all that in, and then maybe like find a way to process it. Maybe I need to watch it again and like process it more now that I finally have a settled in understanding of what Carpenter was shooting for, right? So for me, this is not top tier Carpenter, where I know it is for a lot of people, and some people number one. But you know, I don't think it's bad. It's just it didn't click with me. I didn't get it. You know, it's all on me. This is my problem, not the movie's problem. I think I should watch it again. I don't know. I feel like I'm out of the loop, sort of thing. So I'm giving it like a lot of benefit or the doubt. Like, well, maybe it's a me thing. Maybe it's a me thing, because it can't be that everybody loves this movie and I just didn't get it, you know. So yeah, I need to watch it and then again, and then give it another go to see how much I get it more. Because I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to even remember how many times I've seen this. It's very minimal, but I should make it more. Next, we have Weekend at Bernie's 2. Is this a zombie film? Do you think this is a zombie movie? So I like this movie, but I like the first one more. This one is a little weird because you have there's like this subplot happening with these two like supporting characters, and everything they're doing is completely separate from what's happening in the movie, and it almost feels like they were added after the fact or something. They just don't feel like they exist in this movie. It's almost like they're in a separate movie and then got edited in here. It's kind of like, have you seen, there's like a whole nother cut of Anchorman where he's, I don't know, I think aliens are involved or something, or it's like a little bit sci-fi or something, or maybe a government operation. I can't remember. I remember I watched it, got bored, and didn't end up finishing it. But there's like other cut of Ron Burgundy, Anchorman, and it's like stuff that they just completely cut out of the movie and turned into a whole different movie. I believe the word American was in it, like this, the something edition. I don't know, but that's kind of how I feel like this is. It's like they just had a whole nother movie within this movie that they edited into it, because those two supporting characters just feel very separate from the rest of the movie. But it's kind of those things like when you watch a lot of these sequels to popular comedies, what we love about the originals are the camaraderie of the main cast. So a movie like Anchorman 2 or Zoolander 2 does not work because those actors have gotten so famous that their schedules don't align anymore, right? It's very difficult for them to all of their schedules to align for them to film together. So we're not seeing them together. We're seeing them separate. And that was a big problem with Anchorman 2. That was a big problem with Zoolander 2. And that's almost what this feels like. It's like the entire cast is not there together. So how are we going to rank these? So I've also got a bias for the Bernie films because I'm an artist, I'm a painter, and I spent like probably the equivalent of an entire year dedicating my entire painting practice to Weekend at Bernie's. So I've got a lot of time invested in it. But what are we going to do here? I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm sorry, everybody. Like, I feel bad to put Big Trouble at the end there, but that's just you know, that's where I'm at currently. But you know, I understand that needs to change. because I just needs more watches from me now that I'm like a more understanding human or whatever. I don't know. So we're going to actually go with Weekend at Bernie's 2, even though it's not my favorite of the two. Then I'm going to go with What Women Want. Just, I remember on my most recent watch, I wasn't as into it as I was previous watches. And then I'm going to go with Big Trouble in Little China. But again, that's one that maybe someday could be way above. You know, maybe if I remade this list, maybe it would be number one. It's like I could see that happening, but it's not happening today. So here I am with Weekend at Bernie's 2, then What Women Want, and then Big Trouble in Little China. Anyway, my question to you is, have you seen these movies? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all three, how would you rank them? Let me know in the comments below. And happy Mother's Day. And perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.